Hello everyone. Evidently I'm on camera this time. We're going to try this out and see how this works. We are going to look at some synthetic division today. So I'm going to open up Smart Notebook and show you a couple of examples with synthetic division. Smart Notebook will ever open. We kind of looked at this last week to go ahead and give you kind of a heads up. When we looked at this, we looked at it with breaking down higher order polynomials, and I want to make sure we're good with this today. So you're going to see me work an example, and since we talked about this last week, I'm not going to work more than one. Then you'll see me, then you'll go back into Canvas and pull up some practice problems. And when you work those practice problems, I give you the answers. So then if you can work them successfully, then you're ready to take the quiz. And after the quiz, you can then look at the rational roots theorem videos. So here is the example we're going to do for practice. We're going to do, let's try 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 62x minus 105. That's the polynomial we're going to break down, and I'm being told by my example here that x plus 3 is a factor. So the way this works is I look here at my factor. I'm looking at the x plus 3. I'm looking at this x plus 3 right here. That tells me to put negative 3 into my box, and then I'm going to use my coefficients of 2, negative 3, negative 62, and negative 105. Then I'm going to draw my division bar, and sorry, my cursor's not appearing, so this may look a little sloppy. I'm kind of having to guesstimate where I am, and I'm not doing a very good job of that. So let me replace this negative 3 right here. This is just going poorly. Okay, we'll run with this. So, let me get a bearing on where I am. Okay. Oh, there we go. So I drop down the 2, and then 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. That gets me, I add these two numbers, which gets me negative 9. Multiply again by negative 3, which gets me a positive 27. If I add these two numbers, that's going to get me a negative 35. And then if I multiply by negative 3, I get a positive 105. So that gets me 0. So I know that x plus 3 will divide evenly into this polynomial because I got a 0 right here. So I'm now left with this as my quadratic. I know it's a quadratic because this is to the third power. So this is going to yield me 2x squared minus 9x minus 35. I'm going to keep breaking this down because I want to completely factor it. I do a times c, which is 2 times 35, and that gets me 70. Factors of 70 are 1 and 70, 2 and 35. 3 does not go into 70, 4 does not go into 70, 5 goes into it. Let's see how many times. Once, 14 times. 6 doesn't go into it, 7 goes into it 10 times, 8 doesn't, 9 doesn't, and I've already got a 10. So, these are all my factors. I got to figure out a way to get negative 9 out of these. That's not going to happen, that's not going to happen. Ooh, I could do 5 minus 14. That gets me negative 9. So I'm going to break this down into 2x squared plus 5x minus 14x minus 35. Now I'm going to throw in my grouping symbols. I'm going to pull an x out of this, and I get 2x plus 5. So I'm expecting a 2x plus 5 here. So out of here I'm going to pull out a 7, and I'm going to make it negative so that my signs change, and I get a 2x plus 5. Then I end up with x minus 7 and 2x plus 5. So Using synthetic division, I've kind of run out of space, so excuse me. I know that this polynomial completely breaks down into x plus 3, x minus 7, and 2x plus 5. So that's a refresher on synthetic division. Hopefully you felt good enough about that example to go try the practice problems now. If not, you're more than welcome to rewatch this video, but I think that this should be enough to kind of refresh your brain about what we did. Try the 3 practice problems, all of them. Make sure you can get the answers, then perform the quiz. When you're done with the quiz, please go and watch the videos on the rational roots theorem, because that will be what we're picking up with tomorrow. Thank you very much, and have a good day.